subjects that I have covered in my books, from government corruption, federal informants, and how the federal informants work and how they wire cars, and dudes be having watches with wires, and rental cars is wired, and people getting killed in the cars, and guys talking in the cars, and they think they man told them, when in all reality the cars is wired. It's always a different. Every book that I write always come with a different spin. I try to stay 10 or 20 steps ahead of the game. So I always find myself ahead of my time with certain things that I'm writing about. And then 5 years later, we get there, and then my readers get back to me like, yo, you remember you wrote about that in Block Party 2? Remember you wrote about this, you wrote about that? So like I say, a lot of my thoughts, come straight from the top of the dome. Like, I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't read no newspapers. Until I got on social media, I was detached from the world. Like, I never knew anything about current events. I only knew what affected me, my family, and my immediate circle. Like, I didn't care what was going on down the block, so I definitely didn't care what was going on in China. And I feel like ever since I came into social media, a lot of times I'm kind of distraught, or kind of disgruntled, because I see so much stuff that I had never been exposed to, like, because I only dealt with my small circle, so I didn't know how the rest of the world was operating. Like I said, if it wasn't for social media, I wouldn't know anything about current events. So my thoughts are pure when I'm putting them in a book. I'm writing strictly what I feel from the heart and from the dome. That's it. So when I find myself in situations later, like, damn, like, look at this, man, I just wrote about this. Like, it's always mind blowing. But on the flip side of that, right, I always get books back from the penitentiary. They always find a reason to ban me. Certain cities, certain states, will ban this book, ban that book by me, ban this book by me. And then you got certain places that say anything with AL-Saadiq Banks can't get in. And I said, damn, like, what? I thought it was an independent thing. Like, why are they doing this to me? Like, why they ban my book, but they'll let different, other authors get in, that may be writing certain, other topics. So they'll find something like on page 68, you had a sex scene. Dudes reading the whole pornographic books in there. Like, one sex scene on my book is a reason for you to send it back to me. Or you had something about murder right here. Dudes, you got the white supremacy dudes in jail reading books about, killing black babies, killing black women. That can get in. But when I send a book and I'm talking about somebody getting shot on a street corner, you find a reason, that's your reason for sending it back. But then it came to me a couple of years ago. I said, it ain't about this sex scene on page 68. It ain't about the murder on page 122. What it's about is I'm informing folks about stuff that they don't want nobody, to be informed about. I'm talking about, government conspiracy, man. I'm talking about guys going to jail, and every man being worth $70,000 to the engine. You know what I mean? I'm writing about organs being sold on the black market. I'm writing about sex trafficking and the government ties. I'm writing about guys going to other countries and getting kidnapped, and kidnapped being a business that comes from the government. Not even business for criminals. Like, it's a real business. Like, when guys come to certain countries, they kidnap these guys, and this is how they fuel their economy. Like, those are the things that I'm writing about. I'm exposing snitches. I'm exposing federal informants. I'm exposing government conspiracy. This ain't about sex on page 68, man. And now at this level of the game, I'm starting to understand that if I was writing just, mere foolishness and shoot 'em up, bang, bang, they won't have no problem with the books coming in. But when I started trying to drive drinks in there, that's when they got a problem. And that's when they want to send those books back to, sending me letters. You are no longer accepted in this jail. Your books are no longer accepted in that jail. Like, I'm saying, but the only thing is this, though. You can ban me from the prison, you know what I'm saying? And, but if a dude want the knowledge, you're going to get the knowledge, man. It's simple as that. So you can send all the books you want back. But I'm in a place right now where it's starting to affect me. I'm starting to get so many letters back that I'm ready to, make a civil suit against these penitentiaries for banning my books, because they don't have no reason to ban my books other than, the reasons that I just gave you. If they can read Ku Klux Klan, if they can read pornographic material, then why they can't read AL-Saadiq Banks?